So I just finished 1984 by George Orwell, and this seems like a book that we all know what it's about, but few of us have read it, and few of us actually know the events in the book. We just know the dystopian future. We know the ingsoc, that kind of thing. We know the setting of the book and the horrible future in it, but we don't actually know like the life of the main character and what happens. Or maybe I'm just alone, but that's how it always seemed to me, that you know about ingsoc, you know about doublethink and all that stuff, and all the terms, newspeak, but you don't really know what the main character does throughout the book. And I kind of like it that way. That's something that the book actually does, where it focuses a lot more on the setting than it does on this individual character. The book seems more interested in talking about the world that this takes place in, rather than talking about what this guy does. Like, the guy is just a means to explain the story. If you're someone that's interested in reading a novel with a main character and a lot of stuff happens to the main character, and the whole point of the book is to tell you about the adventures of the main character, that's not this. And I actually prefer it the way it is, where, again, the main character is just a means to explain the setting around them. The book has a lot of people just explaining things, of people explaining the history and people explaining the ideology, and that's something actually that's the whole last third of the book, is just the bad guy explaining why they're doing what they're doing. For those of you that don't know, the book is meant to paint a horrible, like, communist society. It's meant to paint just a world where these people are at the top in control and everyone's enslaved, and it's meant to take a stab at communism for the most part, but also fascism and those authoritarian ideologies. And not too many people know that George Orwell, actually that's a pen name, real name is Eric Blair, that George Orwell was a socialist, a democratic socialist, which you can kind of tell through his writing, because he doesn't come out against the people that say we want equity or that kind of equality of outcome. He doesn't really come out against that. He comes out against, like, the people that want power for the sake of power, which is a good thing too. I mean, I'm against people that want power for the sake of power. Like to me, those are the bad people in the world, the ones that want power over other people. But to sum up, really, this is just one of those books, just one of those super well-known books that you got to read eventually. And I didn't think it was the best book in the world, but I enjoyed the story behind it. I enjoyed the him building up the world that they live in, because that's the main point of the book, is the world they live in, and not so much the main character. But I would recommend you read it. It's just one of those books you got to read. Let me know what you think in the comments if you've read the book. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. It helps me out a lot. And thanks for watching.